Hello, everybody. Sorry. Yeah, I forgot to unmute myself there. How are you all doing? How's it going, Detzel, Andy the Farmer, T Miller, Mr. Jers, Oppies, and everybody else out there? Welcome back in for a Wednesday Farm Sim stream. So yes, sorry, for some weird reason my stream deck is not recognizing OBS due to an update. And oh look, we have a double fart coming in. One from Mr. Green Thumb Farmer, one from Mr. Shawnee. Welcome in, guys. Thank you very much for those rather interesting sounds. Let's see, we got Andy Farmer. There we go. Keep that added. So yep. As you can see, we are carrying on pretty much from Monday stream, as it were. We're still in the same day, carrying on. We're actually into 3 o'clock in the afternoon now. Obviously, I've gone in, I've carried on, I've done some harvesting, stuff like that. Right now, as you can see, I'm actually harvesting the olives, and I've only got a few more rows to go. Literally just, I don't know, what's that, about 10 rows to go? And we should be done with it. Now, one thing I did notice is I do have to go unload my corn harvester. So somewhere up here, there we go. We need to get into this dude and go and get things unloaded. But yes, and hats off to you too, Mr. Andy the Farmer. So yeah, obviously I've got quite a few of the fields already harvested of the corn. The 2 sunflower fields that I started the other day are now harvested, and obviously I figured out what was going on with the auto drive. It just hit a tree and disconnected, so that was an easy fix from Monday's stream. Now what's really strange is
hello there.
And by the way, while I remember, Andy the Farmer, thank you very much for that 7 stream streak, and Mr. Jers for the 5 stream streak. Much appreciated. Hello, hello, hello. But yes, how is Mr. T? Oh, there it goes. Typical. There it goes. Did you hear that little pop? Yep, there goes the game sounds again. So what's kind of weird is, obviously on Monday stream, for those who were watching and listening and such, I had game sounds all the way through the stream. Obviously I reloaded to do that little bit of a test on the dolly, and all seems fine. Obviously I ended the stream, carried on farming. Within a few minutes, game sound decided to go. I've had this game running since about 2 o'clock my time, so that's what, about 4 hours? Not an issue. As soon as I go live, the game sound disappears. It is friggin' weird. I have no idea what has gone on with the game, but we're going to carry on regardless. But yes, it could be better waiting for minutes to repair the window. Yeah, I bet. But as long as you are okay, Timo, that's the main thing. Yes, totally understand. As long as you and little Milo are okay, that is the main priority, really. Oh, what a time, what a time. I don't know. Yes, a little something's happened to Mr. T. Miller. I'm sure he will share it in due course, but if he wants to. But yes, keep him in your thoughts, that's all I can say. Mine had to go through. Yeah, exactly. Yes, not a good situation. But anywho, at least you are safe. Milo is now safe. That is the main thing. And nobody else got hurt, so yes. Now then, hey there, Mr. Shawnee, by the way, over on YouTube, and anybody else over there lurking. So yeah, so I do have a announcement to do today. Should I do it now or should I do it later? I don't know. I don't know. I might as well do it now because I'm pretty sure Mr. T. Miller may be heading off to work soon. But for anybody who really cares. My hours are going to be changing slightly as of today. So you're going in late today? Okay. So, well, actually, while Mr. T. Miller is here, oh heck, while he is here, might as well say it out loud. So, obviously, with my daughter going to college, she's actually now changed one of her courses. So her hours in college have changed, which means my stream hours are going to change slightly because of it. So, as of now, as of today, I will still be streaming Monday, Wednesday, Friday. However, each day will be 2 hours each day. So, it'll be from 6 p.m. my time till 8 p.m. So, basically, what I'm going to be doing today. But in addition, I will be adding in one additional stream per week on a Tuesday at the same hour, between 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. my time. So, obviously, I will be updating my Twitch schedule and making sure that that is adjusted correctly, so you guys know as and when I go live. So, yeah, that will be coming as of now. So today, obviously, I'll be doing 2 hours. Friday, I'll be back 2 hours. And obviously, Monday, 2 hours. Tuesday, 2 hours. Wednesday, 2, and then so on and so forth. So, yes, which kind of works out right for this month's little prize giveaway, because obviously Tuesday next week is the final day, so yay. I do need a little bit more. Now, if only I had an AGI tank that is extension, but we'll put a couple of these down. So yeah, so as of now, my hours will be changing. Just to repeat what I said a minute ago, so it's going to be from 6 p.m. my time till 8 p.m. every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Obviously, games may change, but yes, we'll try and keep things roughly similar to what we're doing now. So yes. So it could be Farm Sim, it could be Satisfactory, it could be Planet Crafter, who the heck knows. And then obviously, if at any time we get any games to test, if anyone wants to test a game, yep, we'll jump in and give that a try as well. So yes, so there we go. But the repairman just came. Okay, so as of now, Mr. T. Miller, and anybody who did miss it, so I'll just repeat this again. My hours and stream days are going to be slightly changing. So instead of doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm going to be doing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. On each day, it will be from 6 p.m. my time till 8 p.m. my time. So 2 hours each stream. So it's kind of weird, because obviously my wife wanted me to cut down on hours a little bit to help look after her a bit more. And obviously doing a bit of a compromise, I says, well, what about if I added an extra day to cover that 1 hour that I'd be losing? She says, okay, that's fine. Well, can I do 2 hours instead? So yeah, I'm actually gaining an hour. So yay! I have done the update through the mod for the switcher. There is two. Yeah, so the one with the FS25 limit breaker, delete that one all, please, because it's having issues. If you have one that says PV25, keep that one. Yes, so there you go. Cool. That was a nice, easy one to fix. Yeah. Just makes life that little bit easier. And obviously, one of the big things I want to try and do in the future is have all the factories now named PV instead of FS. So it'll be PV25, PV28, whatever the next one might be, so on and so forth. And I know what through Alpha is that Beacon Harvester. I got too close to it. Oh well, it is what it is. But anywho, yes. So currently, just to show you where I am at. So far, obviously, all my fields are now planted for wheat and barley. I still have this field here, which is sugarcane to get harvested. I've got this 2 fields. Oh, excuse me. Oh, what you call it? Oh, cruds. It's been. I can't think of what the heck it's called now. My brain has gone dead. It's mulched. Yes. So those 2 fields have now been mulched. There's a little bit there and it's got missed, but obviously I'll get that in a minute. Obviously, this one still needs to be mulched, but I do want to go through all of these fields that have been harvested already and mulch them, because that will hopefully reset it, kind of, instead of needing to be ploughed for next year. So, yeah, I've just got that little bit to get on that field. I've got this one to do, then all of these here. So, as you can see, a lot of these fields are getting there. I still have, obviously, this here, these 2 here, both corn, to get harvested. And then, oh yeah, I've got this field down here to get harvested, which is corn as well. Then I've got sugar beets. I think this is sugar beets as well. So some of that's going to be changed to sugar beet cuts. And then obviously that's pretty much it for this month. The last little bit of sunflower looks like it's just been harvested, which is quite nice. And yeah, obviously I've got my little olives to do, and yes, that's what I'm going to be focusing on for the minute. The only problem is I've now lost my game sound. Oh, actually, I might be able to do that. I'm going to save and do a little reload, but yeah, for some weird reason, my Stream Deck and OBS are just not working together now. So I'm going to have to look into seeing if there's an update for OBS to match in, or with Stream Deck to match in with OBS and so forth and so forth. But yes, so yeah, Team Miller, if you missed it, it'll be 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. my time, so the time I started today for 2 hours. Hey there, Rusty Nail, how you doing? But yeah, if you guys are not following Rusty Nail or any of the guys that's been given a shout out, make sure to click on the links, give them a follow. I'm wondering if it might need a restart on the computer, because obviously I did do a little OBS update earlier, and I did have to update my closed captioning as well. So that hopefully, if I reload the game or reload my computer later on, it will fix itself. But I've got a feeling, there we go, it's going black for just a minute while I reload, so give me a sec. But yeah, what I'll do is I'll make sure that my Twitch schedule is updated after the stream to correspond with the new hours and such. So yeah, you should be good. Oh, come on, load up here. Don't do this to me. Behave. You know you want to behave. You know you want to be a good game, don't you? Yes. Don't make me load up Satisfactory again. So yeah, while this game is reloading, I do apologise, there's black screen there. But yeah, I did decide to load up Satisfactory yesterday. Actually, it was on Monday night after the stream. I did a couple more hours in gameplay and farm sim, but then I also went over to Satisfactory, did a new start and everything, and hopefully the game capture should kick in just a minute. See, this is another thing that a lot of people seem to be having an issue is when they're reloading the game, the capture. Oh, there we go. Takes a little while to reconnect it, but it worked. There we go. One from Mr. Green Thumb Farmer. We'll get that added. Now, actually, earlier on, I was actually going through and adding all the individual people who have currently got all within this little area at the bottom. And so far, that is how my wheel is looking. That's just the individual names. So, actually, that's not too bad. I may actually change up the way the draw's done. What I might do is spin it, say, 5 times. Pick 5 winners to start off with, which then will go into a final draw to make life that little bit easier. And then from there, those 5 will be spun again. And then obviously there'll be a runner-up. Well, it's 2 runners-up, a main prize, but what I've decided is whoever also has the most drops within that drop zone area will get an extra little prize. Did I? Hang on, Sean. Oh, double N. Oops. Okay, don't worry. I'll update it. Don't worry. I'll make sure it's correct. For some weird reason, I put 2 N's in, not 1. Duh. But don't worry. Yeah, but yeah, that is where it is at the minute. So that's what I'm probably going to end up doing. So just to repeat, so I'm going to keep the single names. What I'll do is I'll spin 5 times. Whoever name it lands on will go into another draw or a spin wheel. And then obviously there'll be 2 runners up, the main prize, and then obviously whoever has the most drops in that drop zone will get an extra little prize in their Steam account. I haven't quite decided what the extra prize is going to be, but yeah, that's where we're at the minute with it. Yeah, I was trying to think an easier way of doing it, like doing 3, 4, 5 draws. Yeah, and that seems to be the easiest way for me anyway. Right then, let's get back into the game. We got game sounds again for the minute. So as long as I don't get too close to that corn harvester, I should be fine when it's working. Right then, so let's get this last little bit done first. And there we go. Hopefully you're okay. Yes, you're fine. Just out of curiosity, is it changing? Nope, still not connected. Okay. Just going to do that little segment, and then we'll get this onto the next field right there. But yes, how is Mr. Green Thumb Farmer doing, by the way, as well? Hopefully good. There we go. Spin it around. And up here. I missed my joystick, I bet. I'm sure you'll be able to get a new one before you know it. Yes. But hey, Sim Game Matt, by the way. How are you as well, sir? Welcome in. So yeah, there's quite a few names on there already. I was actually looking at it thinking, oh, this is going to take me forever to enter them multiple times. So if I just do like 1 or 2 or so spins, I should be fine. Waiting for the insurance payout. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I doubt it would take that long. So yeah, just carry on using your mouse and keyboard. You'll be fine. But yes. But yeah, it definitely sucks. It really does. What happened? Alrighty. There we go. But yeah, I'm sure Mr. T. Miller will tell you guys in due course what has happened. But for now, just keep them in your thoughts. That's all I can say. But righty. There we go. You busted on me. You're doing well. Good. Glad to hear it. Sim Game Matt. So good. But yeah, out of interest, hopefully you all, well, had a great few days anyway, shall we say? Not sure about Team Miller, but yeah, okay. Okay. If you're sure, T. Miller, okay, no worries. So, for those who don't know...
Billy is a nuisance. He will be gone in 2 weeks. I apologize for this inconvenience.
Yes, I am a nuisance, and I'm not going anywhere, so... you're stuck with me. But thank you, Mr. Jones, for that. Much appreciated. Can I be worse than breaking my new PC? Well, I'll let you guys decide. So, on Monday, the horriblest thing happened to poor Mr. T. Miller. So, obviously, after he left for work, his house was broken into. yeah, what was it? Window or door had been broken in. He's lost a number of his own personal items. One of the neighbors came home about 2 o'clock, I think it was. So there's about a 2-hour gap between him going to work and his neighbor coming home, who found Milo, obviously T. Miller's little puppy dog, outside in the yard, chained up, as it were. Obviously, it turned out that obviously there was a neighbor that did it, but he'd been running around, and hence why she chained him up until he got home. But yeah, not good. Let's put it like 2 windows broken. Yeah. So obviously, right now he's lost a lot of his a couple of monitors or TV stuff like that, headset. So yeah, his was it your steering wheel? You said your gaming wheel, and a few other things. Police were obviously contacted, and they have found prints. So hopefully they'll be able to actually find out who did it, maybe get his stuff back, stuff like that. So yeah, it's not good. Let's put it that way. Yes. Yeah, his wheels, joystick, laptop, 2 TVs. So yeah, quite a lot of stuff. And obviously the problem is some of that stuff he needs for streaming. So yeah. But I think obviously his insurance company's been contacted, stuff like that. So yeah. The other stuff, about $3,000 worth of stuff. Yeah. So yeah, it's not good. That's for sure. But yeah, obviously, if any guys do want to, I'm sure Mr. T. Miller has a donation link set up on his Twitch account. If anybody wants to help him out, try and get an extra monitor or a new joystick or whatever, I'm sure every little bit will help. But yeah. There is also okay, cool. Actually, if you want, you're more than welcome to drop the link in chat, T. Miller. If anybody wants to help out right now, you're more than welcome to. But yeah, it really does suck. I don't know. It's the thing with the world today. Yep. I'm guessing what they probably did is they were scoping out your home, checking when you're in, when you're out, stuff like that, and obviously wait till you actually left for work before breaking in. Right, 3. There we go. Get that locked in there before I head forward. Let me set this up to 8 meters behind the end. There we go. Turn that on. And just in case. There we go. Cool. Actually, if he doesn't get to there first, I might be able to. T. Miller 63. And about, let's see, about me, rules, hardware, donate, there. You go, copy. And we'll paste that in chat as he didn't do it. So yeah, if anybody did want to donate anything to help T. Miller out, get himself back up and running, just click on that link. Obviously that is T. Miller's tip over on his huge Twitch channel there. Every little will help to get him back up and running. There we go. I need to make sure I got this set to automatically turn. And there we go. Obviously, if I got anything spare at the end of the month, I will help you out as well. I'm going to pin that to the top to manually remove. And manual on there. And I'm going to be very cheeky because I'm going to put this into my YouTube channel as well. Chat for anybody over there who may be lurking and hiding. Pin that. There we go. There we go. Coolio. Right then, so I'm doing a haunted house in my area. And I'm getting to play a main character. I get to play a guy who owns a doll factory and is turning visitors into dolls. Oh, that sounds an interesting one there, SimGame Matt. Ooh, can't wait to see that. Is that with or without the high heels, Anakin? Oops. Go on. But yeah, that's kind of cool. Actually, one of the things is, obviously over the years, we've become very interested in haunted shows. So yeah, like Ghost Adventures, stuff like that. Yeah, kind of like it. There was the oh crap, what's the one called? With Zach Bagans. He goes out. He's got Billy and the other crew doing ghost hunts and stuff like that in people's houses. He's actually got I can't believe it. He's actually got a haunted museum as well. He actually owns in Las Vegas a haunted museum. It's crazy. It's something the company wrote themselves. Oh, nice. Cool. So I'm guessing because Halloween coming up. That's the sort of fitting. So yes. Sounds like a good factory put in the game. Yeah. Well, from the sounds of it, it's kind of like a TV program film thing, short film maybe. So yeah, that is very, very cool. I like it. Actually, yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing that myself there, SimGame Matt. Hey there, Swifty Farmer and Vortex, by the way. How you doing, bud? So yes. Yeah, unfortunately, with my Stream Deck not working today, it's hard to do shout-outs for the minute. So you have to bear with me. Hey, Don B here. How you doing, buddy? I'm gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way and type it out. I need to set one up for Mr. Swifty Farmer at some point. Actually, I'm gonna copy that. So, copy. Somebody beat me, how rude. I was going to do it that way so I could grab his name. I've got to remember how to do this now. Cloudbot. Modules. Shoutouts. One sec, guys. Let me just add Mr. Swifty Farmer. Add a streamer. Swifty Farmer TV 1 confirm. 1, 2, 3. There's your show. Where's Swifty Farmer gone? I want to make sure he's there. Yes, he is. Okay. Dashboard. There we go. So hopefully, if Mr. Swifty Farmer wants to say hello again in chat, I just want to see if that is now set up and working. There we go. Look at that. There you go. Thank you very much for that. Much appreciated. I never know whether or not they're going to activate straight away or later on. But yeah, there you go, guys. If you guys not following Mr. Swifty Farmer TV 1 there, make sure to click on his link. Give him a follow. Obviously, he is doing some Farm Sim 25 currently. So yeah, definitely check him out. Alrighty, let's go back up. But yeah, thank you, by the way, whoever gave that shout out. I know only a couple of people who can do those kind of shout outs, so much appreciated. It's actually usually me doing it. So yes, there we go. Let's see. Mr. Don B here says, hello everybody, Billy. And hello back, Mr. Don B here. So yes. keep an eye out on my schedule on Twitch, by the way. And obviously that is going to correspond to streaming on YouTube as well. So if anybody does pop in, obviously it's going to have to be on the new time for asking questions and such. Right, I think I'll get away with that. So yeah, I've only got like literally a couple more rows to go. But what I'm trying to do is, when I get to around about 90%, I make sure that I do not go back down the next row without emptying first. I've gotten to that point where I'm getting halfway down the row and it's obviously stopping and obviously having to back up is a pain, so I'm trying to keep it so it's unloaded either end, so preferably the other that far at top end. So yeah. I don't think I can do those, just post links. I can do. Okay, yeah, obviously. Yeah, I don't know if for those who do moderate in chat, people's channels, if you do exclamation mark SO and then the person's name as it shows in chat, that should give that person a shout out. That is the easiest way of doing a shout out, and also the nice thing is it allows the streamers to see what they were streaming previously, which is kind of cool. But in addition, so obviously with that other shout out that was done earlier, it's done a slightly different way. You can do it with or without the @ if you want. If you want to add the @ you can, because obviously that will actually bring up people's names a lot quicker. Both ways do work, yeah. So yeah. But yeah, obviously the other way. Oh, I can never remember the proper command, but I'm pretty sure it's like / shout out, and then the person's name, and that will then do the other type of shout out. I'm gonna have to make a note of it. So yeah, yes, you could even shout me out, but yeah, exclamation mark SO. I don't think you can do the streamer in their own stream though. That's the only thing with that alternate shout out. So for example, if I was to do it no space with let me see if I can remember it. Is it / is it shout out? So I'm going to use Mr. Don B here as a let's do that. So there you go. So with that version that I just did, and hopefully this is going to post it. I'll put this in chat if it's going to allow me. I don't think that's going to show actually. Typical, freaking typical. How am I going to do this? Hang on. It's because. There you go. So if you actually remove the little dashes at the beginning and do the / shout out Oz one space then the name. That is how to do that additional shout out if yours are not working. But yeah, obviously the easiest ones are / the exclamation mark /so and then the person's name. But yeah, sometimes you might find Cloudbot, for example, or Stream Elements will stop working for some weird reason. The nice thing is with Cloudbot, you can turn it on and off. So that's one thing. Streamlabs, or Stream Elements should say, is one of those bots that you can't really restart it, as it were, in the same way. You have to literally, I think, shut down your computer and restart or something. I noticed Darius the other day in his stream was trying to do some shout outs and it just wasn't working because of that issue. So yeah, hence why I stay with Cloudbot, to be honest. It's so much easier.
But the nice thing is with CloudBot as well, is you can actually set it up so when a streamer that you know first comes into the chat, it will give them an automatic shout out. It's under the modules and then shout outs there. It's kind of cool. But yeah, Green Thumb, thank you very much for pointing that out. And how you doing there, Farming Trucker, by the way? It is easy to, obviously, if you're on a mobile device, for example, if you actually click on a person's name, it'll bring up with a little menu, and in that menu you can actually give the person a shout out. So for example, if I go to Farming Trucker on my phone, which I do have here, it'll bring up an overview. It will show some information about it. Obviously this is only mainly for moderators, but if we scroll down, there is shout out user. If I click on that, obviously in chat you then get that shout out as well. And obviously you get a little bit of the chat at the top there where you can click on that if you're not following them already. And hopefully at some point maybe Mr. Farming Trucker will be streaming again to us from his new man shack. Oh, there's another one for Mr. Shawnee. Let me get that added. I'm starting to run out of room. But yeah, right now I am not going to announce how many drops people have, because I want to try and keep it a surprise for who has the most drops within that zone. But yeah, I think it's around about 32 thereabouts, maybe 22, Shawnee. I'm not going to say. Could even be just 12. I might have deleted some because of my drops going in there, and I don't want you to win. Only kidding, only kidding. Yes, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I think next month, I'll probably go back to using lurk bait, because obviously that is just so much easier to set up. And then obviously do as I did last month, where the top 3 will go into a spin. I'm actually do the top 5 and do maybe a couple runners up again and an overall prize. So this is actually, or was 139 there, Vortex. I decided, because obviously I didn't really want to use the field for crops, I decided to put my grapes and olives up here. It's one of these islands where I really don't want to be on here too much, so yeah. Oh, now that would be cheeky, wouldn't it? If I get the bullseye, everybody resets to nothing. That would be hard to keep track of, but yeah. So yeah, I ended up getting, I think it was about 58 to 60 rows on each. And actually, if I come out of cab, you can see it's quite a lot, and there's quite a big gap actually in the middle. I could have got a few more rows on each, to be honest. So obviously I did set up a nice little farm over on the side there with a couple of factories either side. I've got the grape factory on one side, the base game juice factory, I think that one is. Actually, I have no idea. What one is that anyway? I'm pretty sure it's a juice factory. It's one of the base game ones. That one. And the worst thing is I've even put stuff into it. Oh, it's a soup factory. There we go. Yeah, so the base game super factory on one side of my little farm, and then obviously I've got the grape one on the other side, which is this one, the grape processing. And then I've actually got a couple of, as you can see, a couple of little orchards there as well. But yeah, my farm is very simple over here. I've got a single shed with a few bits and pieces in there. I've got my grapes and my olive storages, which can be gotten off of the in-game mod hub, by the way, guys. I got a little fuel storage there, and then a repair shop. It's basically the same one that I've been using for quite some time on most of my farms. Yeah, there we go. So yes. Well, I am heading out. Really have a good rest. All right, Swifty Farmer, thank you very much for popping in. Much appreciated. Hopefully, we'll be able to catch you the next time you go live. But yes, it's kind of cool. I like the area. So one of the big things I do want to do is add in maybe a few more trees along the way. But as you can see, I've kept the race course for the minute. I haven't decided whether that's going to be staying or not. But obviously, I put a nice little planted spruce hedge around it. The only thing I just realised is I never actually left a way of getting into it. So at some point, I will need to get over here and remove a couple of trees from around there to gain access. I'm kind of thinking maybe putting down a little, I don't know, like a little parking area or something. We'll have to see what we've got in decorations. But yeah, over here I do have obviously Green Thumb Farmers, little roller coaster, fully built now. So yay! Do you cultivate the flora or fields and prune? I have been using the field for sugar beets. So with these, so obviously, was it next month? So November, my grapes will need to be defoliated. At the same time, I try and get in and plough the area, fertilise it, make sure it's all set up for the following year. And then I tend to just leave it alone. Obviously, this year, if I can do it, I do want to try and get a lime state down on both of these. But yeah, the grapes tend to get the more care, should we say. Obviously, the olives, they will get their fertilizer and lime if needed. Look, see, I've done it again. Oh, fudge monkeys. Okay. As it's only like 2 freaking rows left, I'm going to be a little bit naughty. F12. I'm going to come into here. We're going to empty it, and I've got to remember I've got to add in 1 full load. So, oops, wrong way. Empty. When I get back, there we go. Just turn that back on and carry on. So yeah, but yeah, this year is probably going to be the first time it's actually going to get limed. I actually downloaded a mod again from the mod hub. It's the same one from the other day. I want to see whether that would affect my gameplay in any way. But it's this right here, the Kubota VS Pack Fertilizers. It's a set of 3 fertilizers and vortex. Let me get you added. There we go. Every drop will count. But yeah, the one that I was looking at is probably this one here. Now, the reason I thought I'd choose these is they seem to be a little bit narrower than the lime spreaders we have in the game, which would make life that little bit easier for spreading a lime within the grapes and olives. Now, obviously, as long as I don't get any issues in my game crashing, it will be staying. I was thinking either that one or something like that would be great. Obviously, capacity going to be a bit adjusted, shall we say. But I'm hoping that these will work pretty well for doing the grapes and olives with liming. That's what I want, is the liming. So I've already edited that one just to do a little test to see how it goes. And yeah, as long as they're thin enough to get in between the rows, I'll be happy. Actually, what I should do, thinking about it, is while I've got this, I'm going to... Yeah, 25,000 should be fine. Decal old and new. Yeah, we'll go with the old one. Base colours, obviously, do have a lot of different colours, but I'm going to keep it as it is. I will buy that. I'll have to get a tractor over there and get that picked up and get some lime onto it, see how it works this time. Because obviously one of the big things is I've noticed with the score, especially... Oh, didn't mean to hit that one. With grapes and the olives. They're just not getting the pH correct at all. So I thought, well, why not download that, see if we can get it limed, and go from there. But yes, we shall see whether it works or not. I'm hoping it does. If not, it'll be going bye-bye. Right, so one more row to go, and hopefully, just thinking about it, I didn't miss anything in the middle. Deselect all. I just want ready to harvest. Ah, okay. I thought as much. There's a little bit right there I need to get on the way back. I had a feeling when obviously I stopped, I might have overshot a little bit, so I need to go back about 2 rows. Okay. But we'll work on that later on. Mr. Big Daddy, how you doing, buddy? Good evening, good evening, good evening. Farming is going well. Obviously, the most thing I've got left to do now is the root crops over here. But yeah, primarily getting corn harvested. I'm trying to stay away from the harvester, to be honest, because every time I get close, my game sounds go bye-bye. Oh, and I found out whether I'm in cab or out of cab. It doesn't matter. I still lose game sound, so I don't know. It's crazy. But thank you, Big Daddy, by the way, for the 11-month subscription. Much appreciated. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But yeah, if you guys are not following Mr. Big Daddy, make sure to click on his link. Give him a follow. He does do a lot of Fishing Planet. So if you've got any Fishing Planet questions, you're more than welcome to catch him and ask his questions. He is always willing to help out. He also does several other games. Who knows, he may stream some of them from time to time. New Fishing Planet drops also. We got new Fishing Planet drops again. Oh, I suppose it's going to be... Oh, it's not going to be the Halloween, is it? Is it the Halloween event coming up now? October... It must be about this sort of time, I would have thought. Right then, so 2, so 1, 2. I'm pretty sure it was the third one there. We'll take a little trip up there and hopefully get that last little bit that I missed. 24-hour pass to the Congo. Nice. Yeah, I haven't done any Fishing Planet in a while. Just haven't had the urge to do it. Actually, I think it was around about Halloween last year that I did it. I think last. I feel terrible, I really do. I really do. Oh, there. Was it? Or was it just shadows? It might have just been some shadows, it seemed. Oh, no, keep going a bit further. I think Halloween is a month away still. End of October, probably a few weeks before the event. Oh, okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it ran for longer or not. There, we just hit it, I think. Yep, good. Can I turn this off? There is only so much time in a day, unfortunately. Yes. Tell me about it. Yeah, so... Yeah, obviously my daughter, obviously being in college, bless her, decided she didn't want to do art anymore and went for geography instead. But the problem... Well, it's not really a problem, but part of the studies is she gets to go out and about places, which is quite nice. So on Monday she'll actually be heading off to the Jurassic Coast, which is literally on our doorstep. So yeah. So yeah, to learn about a few things over there. So it's kind of nice. The nice thing is, I've actually been there fishing before, and it's a really good fishing area. Studland Bay, if you know the area, if anybody is in the UK knows Studland Bay, that's where she's heading. Ah, yes. Nice fishing. Actually, I don't know if Mr. Jers would know the area. That's sort of heading over to his area, where he lives. Studland Bay has some pretty good fishing over there. Dawn is on, I did see. Don't you worry, young man. I gotcha. I can multitask. Oh, there we go. But yeah, so far I've got everything filled up with my olives, I think. So yeah, everything else that I've gotten off that field has now gone into storage, which is kind of good. And we do have Mr. Vortex there as well, so we'll get that on. There we go. So yeah, we can pop that there. And Mr. Big Daddy was in the wrong section, same with Mr. Dead Soul, Shawnee, Mr. Rusted Nail, and all that. But there we go. But yeah, so what I'll do is obviously I always leave it until the grapes are ready to be defoliated, and then I'll usually go through. I'll do the mulching, ploughing, fertilizer, and obviously this time around, nicely, I can actually add in liming onto there. So hopefully next year I might get an even better yield. I know a lot of people now have gone over to the greenhouse version, which is fine, you go for it, but yeah, I kind of like sticking with the old-fashioned machinery and placing them down. The only thing I might do at some point is replace down my olives, because I did notice that they are quite a bit off from where they start. They're not on a proper true 90 degree, shall we say. Go. There we go. We'll pop that there. So yeah, not a lot in here. I do have a plough over here. I've used it maybe once to create a field, and that was about it. It's been stuck in here ever since. But while I'm here, let me get my little Fendt tractor out. He's so cute, isn't he? Compared to all the other tractors and stuff, this thing is kind of cute. But yeah, we're gonna go get that lime spreader, and we'll see if we can get that working for next year. Oh, next month I should say. Not been there yet, but we'll have to travel down there when we get a motorbike fix. So yeah, that's another good place for definitely going fishing. Studland Bay, that area. Also, you got Dragon's Tooth down where you are, off of Chesil Beach. It's a good spot. I'm trying to think of all the other places that I've been fishing with my brother-in-law. I have to sit down and think about where we've been fishing. It seemed like every other week we were going to somewhere else. But it's all along the Jurassic Coast sort of area, so a couple of hours sort of drive from our end. Did I see your message? I seen a message. I don't know. I can't remember who it was from. I was a bit busy at the time. But was it the errors in the log? Something? Was that one from you? Yes, I will have a look at that after the stream. Yes, I will have a little look, and yeah, Yeah, I was actually cooking at the time and thought, oh, cripes. I'll have a look later, but yeah, don't worry, I will definitely have a look and get back to you. Unless I can multitask while I'm here. Let's see. Actually, while I'm here, let me grab it. I can have a little look. Cheers. Log. There. Let's see. I'll see if I can do this or not. Oh no, I don't want to close that one. I keep. Actually, no, I can close that one down now for the minute. Alright, don't save you. You can go. And let me just make sure I get the right log. There. Find error. Let's see. So. Invalid name, MacDon pack copy. Yeah, so that's a. I'm not quite sure what's going on there, but it looks like you may have a duplicate MacDon DLC in your save game there for some weird reason. Oh, who was that? Oh, Hectate. There we go. Let me get you added. Unfortunately, I can't do anything about that one. Hectate, there he is. Nice thing is, there is a lot of straight roads, so I can kind of switch between different things. Let's see. Fail to open XML file. eDrive. Drive routes for PV. So, Mr. Jers, in your mod folder, you have something called Auto Drive Routes for PV Rivers 25. According to your log here, that is actually the auto drive routes, probably from X-Man, I would imagine. Take it out. You would need to unzip it. Does this not connect onto? Oh, I'm on the wrong side. Oops. Yeah, you need to unzip it and replace the two files inside with the ones that's in your save game folder. So that will sort that one out. But yeah, just if you've got routes already, just delete it. Make life that little bit easier. Let's see. Scroll down. Oh. Missing so your big silo package underscore modded. It's missing a DDS file, whatever that might be. It's just missing it could be a texture, it could be a store image or something. I'm guessing a texture actually with that. Unfortunately, I can't do anything about it because I don't know the mod. Obviously, you can keep it or you can get rid of it. It's entirely up to you. I'm guessing the... Oh, actually, it says icon, big silo pack. So, yeah, it could be even a mod icon, for example. So, it could be anything. Yeah, that one. But yeah, you can keep that or you can get rid of that one if you wanted to, depending on where you got it from. One, two. There's actually 3 coming off that, so interesting. Not quite sure what it means by fail to register console command RR, to be honest. That's a weird one. I have no idea regarding that one. Index not found. POV 5XL main component 1. Oh, I have no idea even what that's on, to be honest. This it's a double error on there. Not sure what that is, but I'd keep an eye on if you can figure that one out. Maybe get that fixed. I have no idea. So it could be on the vehicle, it could be on anything really. The worst thing is with the 25 edit log, and I'm sure those who know how to read edit log should say, I've noticed this with 25. It's getting a lot harder to understand logs and where a lot of the errors and stuff are coming from. So you're looking at that, obviously above it, normally it'd be whatever's above it. In this case, it's a base game rear light, which is on a vehicle of some kind, but it doesn't actually state what vehicle. If I go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 9, maybe 10 lines, it comes up with the base game Grim Ventor 4150. So it could be a light on that, I don't know. But yeah, it is really getting a lot harder to read people's logs and figure out where things are coming from, error-wise. The one regarding the no depth map available in reflection render 0 target 0, that has been popping up a lot recently. Not only on my game, I'm pretty sure Green Thumb Farmer had it. It's something within the map, I believe, but I'm not 100% sure. Actually, while I've got that, I might be able to send this. I think it's actually something on the map itself, but I'm not 100% sure. But apart from that, you should be good to go. That's everything that I can see in there. But overall, with the errors that are actually there, I wouldn't really be too worried about them. I really, really wouldn't. Obviously, even one error could cause issues, but yeah. It's always best to get them checked out, but yeah, no worries, buddy. Right. There we go. Oh, is that what I've got in there? Wow. But yeah, no worries. You are sorted, I think. But yeah, I don't even know if I've had it. I usually find that last error comes up for me when I'm up in the upper right corner. Excuse me. Of the map. So if I actually open this up, so up near 94, 95, this corner here for some weird reason, I always get that error, but obviously I don't know if it's on a factory or what. There is also another, there's a smoke one I get as well, which I originally thought was possibly on Heinz. But what's weird, I actually loaded up a new save game yesterday, placed it down, walked around it, turned it on, walked it around again, and no warnings or errors. It's a really weird one. But yes, oh yeah, sorry, Orpies, yeah, I will get that added. Well, spotted. I actually need to put my light on in a minute. Orpies at the top of there. Actually, I might do that now if I can stretch to there and there. Oh, let's put that on that one. There we go. There we go. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? It's only, well, it's 7 o'clock and I'm having to put my light on now for when I'm streaming. Not good. Not good at all. But I'm kind of curious, what is the width on this thing? F1, and Vortex is in there as well. There we go. You are now officially added to the list. I think if I remember right, I thought this had a changeable width on it. Shit, I just realised, do I have the little dudes on there? No, I don't. So while I'm over here, oh actually I can do it at the farm. I need to add in those little sensors as well onto this thing. But let's come into here. My corn harvester is still going, so that's fine. But yes, I decided I wanted something thin to go up and down my grapes and olives, and I ended up going with the Fendt tractor again, which is weird. But I do kind of like it. It's kind of funky. It really, really is funky. And the worst thing is I cannot... Oh, can I? Oh, it's actually working. Oh. Okay, one sec. I want to see something. Okay, that isn't working. Interesting. So, I don't know. I might have to reset them up actually. But Plinko in the fishing game there. Oh, wow. Both comments went through fine. But yeah, if I wanted to change screens, it won't allow me. I haven't adjusted it. No. This is the base game. Little tractor dude. Yeah, he goes 42 kilometers per hour. Oh, see, I am in kilometers, not miles per hour. So there is that. But yeah, it's a beast of a little machine, let's put it that way. And just to show you, so on the small tractors, the Fendt Vario 200V, obviously 91,000, I only have one, but it's 79 to 114 horsepower, and obviously a top speed of 40 kilometers per hour. That was actually, that's about average for most of them. Obviously, you've got some of these smaller ones which are only like 12, but yeah, most of these are 40, which is interesting. I was thinking about the Massey Ferguson, but I thought, no. I was thinking maybe the Antonio Carrera. No, because I used them back in 22, should say, a lot. And the only other thing that was jumping out at me was the fence. Saying that, I could always look into grabbing maybe a Mercedes-Benz. Ooh, could have gone with that. Ooh. I'll have to give it one of these a try, actually. Maybe one of the I might try one of those Mercedes-Benz at some point to see how they fit down there. I got a feeling they might be a little bit too big, because obviously when I was testing them out on the base game map, they did seem a little bit wide. You use the Unimog? Oh, yeah, okay, Vortex. And how do you get on with it? Is it good? And Hectate says, +1 on Plinko for me. Thanks, Shawnee. Did you get in there as well? Okay, let me get that. I'm guessing you must be behind me then. Are you hiding behind me, Mr. Hectate? Let me get that added. So there we go. You haven't tried it yet? Okay. Okay. I might actually, while I'm live, I might grab it and have a little look. See if it fit down those rows. We'll get this guy back to the farm and then we'll give it a try and see. If it just fits down, it'd be fine. Because obviously that is one thing I do want to try and implement more of, is some of the DLC stuff, and see if it can be used on these bigger maps rather than just being left on the shelf, as it were, for most people. Obviously already I've gone through, I've replaced a number of my own trucks with the Mercedes-Benz trucks. Obviously I purchased 2 extra trucks with the hook lifts just for unloading combines and such. They're doing pretty well. Obviously I did have to go into the in-game mod hub and find that other container pack to have higher capacity ones, but it works, and to be honest, I still think they look pretty good over there. Right, let me park that there for just a minute. Leaving it in there, it'll remind me I need to add the sensors onto it. Happy for you! To you too. Right, so let's have a little look at these little Mercedes-Benz Unimogs. So we've got the fast track, we've got that one, we've got that one. See, So I'm kind of looking at that and I'm thinking it might be a little bit too thick to get down the grapes. Obviously we've got the forestry version, we've got that. No, I definitely don't want thick. Let me lease one of them. But yeah, obviously you using the Unimog, which is, I think it's a medium tractor, if I remember rightly. Yeah. So yeah, this thing right here is kind of nice. And I did see on the in-game mod hub today, there was a attachment. I'm pretty sure it's for using with these Unimogs. I have considered getting one or a couple of them to replace my truck on the main farm for doing my chickens. But yeah, the problem is obviously the capacity on this thing is tiny. My chickens have gone through nearly 50,000 litres of wheat a month. It's crazy. For my 2 pens, it's close to 50,000 between the two of them. So I need something with a high capacity. Obviously, 2,500 litres is nothing. But yeah, I would love to be able to actually use something like that. But I don't think that's going to work very well with like the fertilizer and lime on the grapes. But I'm kind of curious whether one of these smaller tractors would. Let's enter you. Let's take you. Give this a try and see. So this is the 700, which is the smallest tractor in there. It's a little bit slow. Get going. Actually, oh, I just had a flashback in my head. That's crazy. Remove the cab. Just keep the front of the tractor there. The wheel is almost identical to a tractor that my dad used to drive when we used to live up in Scotland. Oh, that is crazy. Do you ever get that? You get into like a piece of equipment in game and suddenly get a flashback to your childhood. That's weird. Even actually, just listening to the sound, it's very similar sound. But I think the tractor he drove was like a Ford, if I remember rightly, but it'd been painted yellow and such. Kind of weird. Yeah, 4 in the same spot indeed. New containers came out today, Rusty Nail. Did they? Which containers are those then? Out of interest. Let's see, we have a... looks like a front load attacher of some kind. We got persistent wrap color. I guess that's for your bales and such. Yeah, I'm seeing the Flegel TDK Unimog mod by HT Modding, which is like an attacher for the Unimog, I'm guessing that is. Let's have a look. Obviously you can have capacity version or a flatbed version. Obviously that's classed as a trailer. Price 12,900 to 16,900 depending on your configuration. Capacity between 4,000 and 12,000 litres. Could be tweaked a bit, shall we say, in the XML. And has colour configurations. Okay. Yeah. That's the one you're on about, I guess, then, Rusty. Yeah. Actually, that I would be more than willing to download that and get a Unimog. Maybe tweak the capacity a little bit. But 12, 24, 36, 48. Yeah, I'd probably take it up to maybe 48,000 or even 50,000 on that. But right, this is what I really wanted to see, is whether or not this thing will fit between the grapes and olives. But looking at that, just on the off, is more than enough room. So now the question is, if you have a pruner on the front and the back, for example, are they going to be situated on the vines perfectly? Obviously in 22, when doing my grapes, I tended to have one on the front, one on the back, and it worked pretty well back then. I've done it a couple of times in 25 that way, but found when turning around, the front one usually crashes into the collision. But actually, yeah, that's not bad actually. Even the pruner just on the back would be fine, I think, with that. Would take a little bit longer because obviously you have to double back on things, but yeah. Okay. Well, nicely spotted there, Rusty Nail, by the way. Nicely spotted. Sorry. There we go. Yes. I may have to invest in one of these. I think that'd be kind of funky, actually, having one of them. Okay. But yes, we will have to have a look into maybe buying one and giving it a good test maybe next year, or even when these grapes need to be defoliated. Now the only problem is I can't go to desktop that way, so let me do it this way instead. So yeah, this is what Mr. Rusty Nail is on about. So this is released today on the in-game mod hub, the Fliegel TDK Unimog. And as you can see, it's actually using the Unimog from the DLC, Mercedes-Benz DLC. This actually would need to be set up in the store, just to show you, probably without anything on the back. So if we come into here, we'll grab that one. So if we click through the configurations, you'd need to have it like this configuration, then that will actually then hook on to the back of this. So that is kind of cool. But yeah, obviously you can have a flatbed version for doing the odd pallet, but then obviously you got, oh heck, that one right there, but then you got the different configuration for capacity. I like it. I like that a lot. I'm actually going to download that. But yeah, what I'll probably do is edit that bigger one so it's a little bit bigger on the capacity. But well spotted. Now I'm kind of wondering, will that flatbed work with UAL as well? Technically, if it's set up correctly, it should do. But yes. Might have to definitely invest. Ooh. Bugger it. What have we got? How are we doing on the corn harvest? He's a little well. Okay. We're going to do a quick save and reload. We're going to grab it and give it a little try, shall we? And I'll edit it later. Obviously, unfortunately, I'm on that. Oh, yes, that would help, wouldn't it? Sorry! Yes, now you should be able to do it. There we go. I'm glad it still works, Gibbon. So it'll be black for just a moment or two. Okay, it's working straight away. Look at that. Good, 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 good. Actually, we'll go into the in-game mod hub. We'll download it from there, and we'll edit it later. So it's on the top row. Install. Okay. Okay, that is fine. Just out of interest, anything else good? I've seen this as well. This is kind of interesting. So if you like doing double trailers, obviously this one has a smaller version to it as well. It's kind of interesting. And it looks like you'll be able to configure it so you can actually run two behind. So, yeah. Puts mine to shame. Mr. Big Daddy with his donut got in the zone. Nice, 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 nice. Yeah, no comment to that, but okay. Okay, that'll do. That's the only thing I really wanted to see. So we've got Big Daddy, we got Mr. Shawnee now. Oh my goodness gracious me. Select all, start. Let's get you guys added. So Big Daddy, Big Daddy, Big Daddy is right there. Shawnee is right there. Yes. Food is always a good way to go. Ooh, Hectate's got a spinning donut. Every time we see them in the supermarket, the donuts, the pink ones, we always think The Simpsons. Go figure. And I'm guessing T. Miller, it's not liking you again, is it? I think it must be that emote. Every time you use that emote, or it seems like every time you use that emote, it messes up. Hang on. Let's go to the Plinko. We're gonna refresh Plinko just for Mr. T. Miller to give it a try and see if he can actually get it within the zone. Go on, T. Miller, go on! Exclamation mark Plinko! Actually, I need to remove that Plinko channel points thing. I don't think it ever actually works. Yeah, I think it was done a little bit too soon because obviously you did the command a little bit further up, but it should actually do another one. I don't know why it's not. But yeah, go on, T. Miller. Exclamation mark Plinko. See, it's that blinking emote. I bet it's that emote. Do it without the emote. And we'll add Mr. Jers. Hang on. Jers. 53 UK, there he is. Oh, hang on. God. Yeah, try doing it without the emote in the future, Mr. T. Miller. Wait a second. Let's get these guys sorted out. We're going to do another refresh just for Mr. T. Miller. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Right, T. Miller, do it now! Exclamation mark Plinko. Everybody, please wait, everyone. Oh, so he does it in capitals. Oh. But there you go. You got it. You got it. There we go. Yay! Finally! And he even got it in the zone as well. Well done. Oh, the things you can't do to keep people happy. Oh my goodness, and Mr. Shawnee is joining you as well. So let's get Mr. Shawnee added as well. Oh, Rusty Nail is in the zone as well. There we go. Okay, any more for any more? Rigged? Yeah. I think it just felt sorry for him. Right then. Okay, so what are we doing? Oh yes, I remember now. I remember. So got the harvester shoe kick back in just a minute, but we wanted to check out this little flatbed thing. So I'm gonna guess it would be under trailers, and here it is. The Unimog, the Fliegel TDK Unimog mod, obviously set to bulk category, so this will accept any fill type. So we have 8 meters square, so 8,000 liters, 12 bale trailer, and it does accept UAL as well off the bat, so that's good, and a 4. So I will go with the 12 for now. We can go into favourites actually. We're going to go with my little black mat, I think. Select that. That's not bad actually. We're going to buy that. Now, if... Oh no, I don't want to do customize. I want to come back. Now, if I'm correct, come into here. I'd imagine it'll probably work on the other one if that has the option without the platform on the back, so as well. So there's the frame. We're going to go with the biggest engine. I'll keep the wheels as there because I kind of like those wheels for the minute. Safety frame. This is going to be just for chickens, really. So I'm not really too worried about visuals, but I will have the warnings signs on there. That's fine. We'll keep the painted. We'll go with the bigger fuel tank. Front 3-point hitch. I don't know. I'll leave it off. And then finally, let's match it in the color selection. I've got my nice little matte grey there. That doesn't look too bad. I kind of like that. We are going to change this to something like that. I don't know for the minute. That'll do. Okay. And we'll buy you. Wow. 300, nearly 313,000 for those two pieces. Holy cripes. Then again, I got plenty, so I can waste it, so that's fine. So enter vehicle. Let's see the inside. Oh yes. Oh yes, I remember now. This has the reverse camera, is it? Yes, it is. I just remembered that. Righty. Let's see if I can do this justice. Probably not. The thing is, where the heck is the trailer part? I can't see it. There it is. Ah, dang it. There we go. We're getting the pop-up, so we'll attach that. I like that. That's not bad, actually. It's kind of nippy little thing, isn't it? That is very cool. Okay. We'll go get some wheat. And we'll go to feed the chickens, shall we? Actually, one thing I do need to do is sort my wheel out because it's gone really light again. So, one sec. Let's come to... where are you? There. And click that back on. Oh, we crashed. Oh, I just realised my little counter isn't up. Oh, see, I've got a little crash counter, so I guess I better do this. I need to sort out a decent emote to go on there for the crash counter at some point. But there we go. There we go, there we go. Oh yes, it's up at the farm now, isn't it? So... cool. We'll go this way. Actually, I kind of like this. It's kind of a funky little thing. Wonder what they're like to drive in real life. I got a birthday coming up. Anybody want to treat me? Actually, that's got a good bit of speed there. 80 kilometers an hour. It should go up a little bit more, but that ain't too bad. But yes, my sugarcane needs to be harvested at some point. I'm dreading doing that. Oh, I really am dreading sugarcane this year. I got plenty. The worst thing is I got tons and tons of the stuff still in storage. So what I might end up doing is actually ploughing that field up and maybe using it for something else next year. Yes, the sugar factory just is not using it. Same with the fuel. It's just not using it that quickly. It's weird. But there we go. Look at this little... Isn't he cute? He's like a little baby truck. Alright then. We'll just do one and I'll have to, obviously, after the stream, make a little bit of a tweak to the capacity, like I said, but... Hello? Interesting. So how are you meant to fill this thing up then? Out of interest, because I am not seeing it popping up. Oh, that could be a bit of an issue. Let's have a look. So yeah, that's a little bit of an issue. Let me see something a sec. I'm getting the unload, but I ain't getting a fill. Am I gonna have to stay with my little truck then? Yes, I'm not getting a pop-up for filling it. I don't know if anybody else has tried using this. Has anybody else tried using this to fill up with by any chance? But yeah, that is not working at all. Drifter! How you doing, buddy? Over on YouTube. Now technically this should fill up anything, right? If it's a bulk product. It could just be that silo. Let's have a look over here a sec. Nope, not getting it on there either. Yeah, every now and again, sometimes, obviously, when I go to fill, it doesn't always work, but that's a shame. Set fill, unload here. See, I'm getting the unload and everything, but I'm just not getting that load trigger. Nope. I'll try a couple of different triggers just in case. But let's select the back piece. Now I know that this thing has quite a big hit trigger for loading, and yeah, nothing at all there. That is definitely a shame, Vortex, isn't it? Okay, let's go. Try a combine. I've got a corn combine out there. I'm probably going to lose my sound, but it's a good test. You're doing good, Drifter? Good, glad to hear it, buddy. Shaky. Shaky. There we go. There's another one for you. There we go. Yes, it's interesting that my stream deck will work with comments in chat, but it won't change my OBS screen. I might have to set up a new buttons or something, possibly. Kind of annoying. Let's go this way. Yeah, if it doesn't work with the combine, obviously that is another vehicle. Or even this one up here. Obviously I've got my little pig food mixer. If it doesn't work with that, there's definitely something funky going on. Yep, I didn't even see anything pop up there. Did they not set it up properly? I'm so glad I tested it first, to be honest. Oh my goodness. So far all placeable what you call them, productions and such, and silos are not working. But we do have a combine over here. Let's see. Where are you, dude? Where are you? Well, I think, yeah, the thing is, that's quite a nice little looking attachment there. But yeah, something is definitely missing. See, it's not even triggering the combine. No, obviously, if it had the trigger there, that should trigger the combine to put the pipe out, but it's not. It's like, no! So yeah, something is not quite right there. But yeah, this is PV Rivers Remastered. Shaky. Oh well. Maybe it needs an update. Could actually, what I could do quickly, quick test on the in-game map. It could be something that I've done, but yeah, I've literally just downloaded it off the in-game mod hub. But yes, let's go over to, I don't know, Riverbend. Shall we load up the Riverbend and see what's going on over there? See if we get it with a silo. Actually, what I'm going to do is let me, just in case if it's something in my folder, I'm going to do a little test. Let me go to desktop. We're going to shut the game down for just a moment. I'm going to show you exactly what I am doing. The joys of having the mod folder switcher is I can load it up and I'm going to add a test folder. Actually, I need to delete that one because that one's changed. That one. Riverbend can stay there, so let me select that one. I'm going to drag and drop that into there. I'm not going to do too much messing around with it, but there's that. Obviously, one of the things I always tend to do is double select off and back on, and then load up the game. So that is literally how I do it every time I add a new folder to the mod folder switcher. I will literally just drag and drop it into one of those buttons, double click off of it, double click back onto it, and usually 99% of the time I never have an issue. So let's get over to there. Obviously you can do Plinko now, by the way. I do apologise. You should be able to do it now there. So if we come into here, we will grab that. We'll go back. Now I'm not going to add anything else because that should be the only thing in here. We're going to load up a new save game, and no, I don't want that. We're going to do it on Riverbend. Click continue. This is literally all I'm going to have. So the 4 DLCs plus that one MOG. We'll click on start. And out of all that, none of yous hit the drop zone. How rude is that? And I'm going to be miles away as well. I can see it. I'm going to be on top of Vortex there. Yeah, thought as much. Most hit that tree there. Try the grain cart to unload the combine. Yeah, I'm just trying to see whether or not Drifter over on YouTube, if it actually will fill up. That's the main thing. It could just be a mod conflict on my part, but obviously, if we can duplicate the same thing over here, and it not works, then there's definitely something wrong with that mod there. So let's scroll back up just in case, because I don't remember seeing any errors. But we're going to keep the log up. Obviously, let's see, base game map. Hello Giants, can we get this fixed please? See, that's the same 2 warnings that are on riverbends as well. It is so freaking annoying. And yes, well done there, Mr. Dead Soul. We'll get you added. Dead Soul, Dead Soul, Dead Soul, Dead Soul, Dead Soul, Dead Soul, Dead Soul. There we go. Gotcha. BD and Dead Soul are in, yeah. Is Big Daddy? Oh, is that Big Daddy behind? Is it? Oh, well spotted. Yes, I wouldn't have realised that was his, but well pointed out. Big Daddy right there. So yeah, as you can see, no errors, just the 2 base game warnings. So we'll come into here. So first of all, let's go into large tractors. We're going to keep the log up just to check for any errors. Where's the Unimog? There it is. I must have gone into the wrong category. It is there. That's the main thing. Right, I'm going to have to close that down just for a second. But we're going to do simple configurations like that. So we're going to buy that. There isn't. Oh, no, we're going to lease it because I haven't got enough money for that. And we'll come into here. We'll go into trailers where that little attachment is right there. We'll keep it on. Yeah, we'll keep it with the 12. We're actually going to do multiples, so we'll do a 12. We'll do one of each, actually. We're going to lease that. We'll go for a 8,000 litres. Then you got the 4,000 litres. So far, no warnings, no errors, which is good. Actually, while we're at it, might as well grab a bale trailer. Now, obviously, I don't have the UAL in here, but it will work, guys. But I'm going to have a little look at this. Lease that as well, okay. Oh, that's a point. I found out on my joystick, sorry T Miller, I can actually still tab to or through my vehicles with it. I only found that out the other day. There we go. So it's on there, it's working. Right, so if we take this back to the main farm, we're on August. Let's drop that time down quickly. We're going to do a little bit of live testing. We'll grab a combine. I'm pretty sure there's a field of wheat or something on the main farm that needs to be harvested. Yeah, I've decided. Actually, I didn't even realize it was even on my joystick. But I've gone actually through like the keyboard, my wheel, and removed the tabbing through option. Oh, let's go in there. And yes, I'll give you that one as well. Oh, jeeps. Let's see. See the wheat. Is that wheat or... Yeah, it is, isn't it? Well, that'll do. I think that's actually canola there, so that is fine. But yeah, I didn't even realise until the other day that I could do the tabbing through still, so I need to get that deactivated at some point. Because yeah, I don't want to do the constantly tab through vehicles and stuff. I would rather try to find it on the map itself. Alrighty then, young man. We'll just grab it a little bit and see how, because obviously you only need a little bit to test. Let's open up the pipe and we will see. Right, still no warnings. No, well, only the 2 meadowgrass warnings, which shouldn't cause any issues. But let's have a look at this thing. So right now, I only have, 4 DLCs in? Is it 3 or 4? I can't remember. And... okay. Interesting. So it definitely filled there. Which is weird. It could be something in my mod pack then? Or something within the map? Yeah. Let's do that. Unload that into there. So obviously that is now in a base game silo. But if I come back, and we'll come back into here. Yeah, I'm hitting the R key to fill. So it's not a mod conflict. It's... oh. That is weird. So you can see right there. Obviously right... so coming right below where the outlet pipe is there. That is the trigger. And obviously that when you drive into that trigger, once you hit a capacity area, that should pop up with a fill. But it's kind of weird, it worked with that combine, but it's not working with that silo. So, out of interest, if I come to here, it could be a trigger height maybe then, is it? See, that's got quite a big trigger there. Now, I don't know if it would give me it there. I should just get a little bit more in there, and I want to see whether this pipe has like a fill area, as it were, in the same way a placeable has. I never really looked at that, to be honest. We'll get just a little bit in. Oh, and there goes my game sounds, and that's a base game thing now. Oh, cool! I can send a link to this stream now to Giants and say I was doing a test on the in-game mod hub. They can actually see what mods I've got, and the game sound went when I started harvesting. And literally all I have in my folder is one mod, which doesn't friggin' work properly. Oh my goodness gracious me. Andy the farmer, well done. Right, let's try this one more time. Let's see. So the silo, it didn't work a minute ago. If I don't come onto here, it will take it, at least from that harvester, which is weird. That is very, very weird, but yeah, it could be that the trigger is maybe a bit lower. I don't know. Saying that a silo trigger, fill trigger, is quite a long thing. It's a big long stick box, and we'll get Rusty Nail and Andy the Farmer added in just a minute. Very strange. But if we come over here, obviously we can come over, we can get the unload perfectly fine. We can unload that into here. Done. Let's just line that up a little bit better. And no. Start filling prompt. Obviously, hitting the R key, and yeah, nothing. Jump in and out just and see. Nope. Just does not seem to work with silos in certain combines, I guess. That is freaking weird, is all I can say. That is very, very weird. But I will rule out a mod conflict, so there is that. But yes. Oh my goodness, that's a weird one, Shaky. How the heck did you end up there? Never seen that before as well. Yeah, that is literally stuck on one of the pegs. Can anybody do Plinko and see if they can knock Shaky down as well? You never know, they might bounce you into the zone. But yes. There we go. Well done. There we go. So let me get a rusty nail added. We could do a shaky as he was nudged into there. Right, who? Just out of interest, who was that knocked shaky into the zone? Because I might add them if I'm good. Shaky, where are you there? Andy the farmer. Don. Okay, so for this one and only time, I'm going to give Mr. Don B here an extra for obviously nudging. So yes, there we go. I am nice that way. I am nice. Obviously, if anybody wants to go back later on through the stream and correct that, let me know. But yeah, it's kind of weird. Obviously, not only is the game sound gone, but this thing doesn't seem to like filling from certain things. Obviously, the little combine worked fine, so I don't know why. It's a weird one. So yeah, what a weird thing. But Giants, and obviously, if the modders out there watching this afterwards, can you figure it out? Because I sure can't. And just to show once again, that was literally the DLCs that are in the map or in the game, and that one mod. So it can't be a mod conflict unless it's conflicting with one of the DLCs. So just saying, guys. What a shame. But the thing is, how many people have downloaded that now from the in-game mod hub today and are having issues being able to get it to fill from a silo? I bet there's quite a few people out there now. So yeah, we're just going to reload. We'll go back onto PV Rivers and carry on with the harvesting. It's a weird one, but yes. What a shame. Actually, while this is going to reload in just a sec, I'm going to just go quiet for a minute and grab a fresh bit of water. I really hope so, Shawnee, because it's quite a nice little trailer thing there. But there we go. We're going to... I unleashed it, didn't it? So I can get rid of it. So I can get rid of it here. It's not going to cost anything. We will start. Go. But yeah, I'm just going to go get a quick top up on the old water Rooney, and then I'll be right back. But yeah, to be honest, we are going to be cutting it short today in a little while. But I'll be right back. Okay, guys, he's back again. There we go. So yes, that is a shame, because that's kind of a nice little attacher, really. But maybe they didn't test it fully with, like, a silo, for example. It is what it is. Unfortunately, it is what it is. There we go. That's fine. That's fine. There we go. So yeah, just a little reminder. Sad thing is when it is updated, everyone who downloaded it will download it again, and he will get more download numbers. Yeah, there is that. There is that, unfortunately. But yeah, just to remind you guys, for those who didn't catch it earlier, as of today, my hours will be changing. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Fridays will now be my streaming days. And I will be streaming from 6 p.m. my time to 8 p.m. on all 4 days. So yeah. So obviously in about 4 minutes I will be raiding out. Unfortunately. But yes, it's a little bit of a compromise and a change to obviously help my wife out a bit and also my daughter. So yeah. Let's see. We do need a truck. I'm probably going to lose game sound. But yeah, we'll probably end up carrying on with this harvesting on Friday stream. So I was hoping to try and get in and do maybe tomorrow. But unfortunately, my daughter does have a prior engagement and she needs a computer for that. So yeah, this week and this week only, I will be streaming at least 1 hour less than normal. But yeah, as of next week, it'll be from, that's the point. Yeah, so this Friday it will be 6 p.m. start till 8. So the same hours I've done, same start hour I did today to help you guys out. So what's that, about 1 o'clock? Yeah. So 1 p.m. Eastern time. But yeah, obviously what I will do is I'll make sure to update my Twitch schedule to correspond with the new hours and add on the extra day. And how long is this going to last until my game sound disappears? Because it's still there, it's still stayed, it's still there at the minute. It's stuck around. Oh, that's a point. Corn. Vinegar factory. Yes. Hello there, Mr. Coffee Man. How you doing, buddy? Yes, if you guys not follow Mr. Coffee Man 101, make sure to click on his link there, give him a follow, and let me get that one added for Mr. Don B here as well. Oh. Yes, you're here, and I'm about to head out. Oh my goodness. You pick your moments, Mr. Coffee Man. Oh, one of the things I did do in between obviously the harvesting and such, I did start or get a load of animals over to the butcher. So that is nicely filled up now. So yay on me. I am okay. I am doing okay. I am fairly okay. But yes, a little bit of a change to the overall schedule, but the nice thing is I do gain that extra hour. So I'm happy. I would like to be obviously doing just 3 days at 3 hours. But as a compromise, yeah, we were able to come up with doing 4 days, 2 hours at a time. So, I like it. It's fine. And hopefully by the time Friday comes round, all my Stream Deck issues will be sorted as well. So that's one thing. So I can actually switch screens again properly. But yeah, it's kind of weird that I can do like the Twitch shout-outs, not shout-outs, to the Twitch comments and such. Oh, need to focus. Actually, that's the point. Can I do that one? Let's see. Ooh. Cloudbot seems to have turned himself off. One sec. Cloudbot. Nope. Cloudbot is active for something to do with the Stream Deck. Either that or it's very, very slow. Okay, it worked for Tiba there, it just didn't for Green Thumb Fart. Really? That is freaky weird. But yeah, you're very welcome. If it's going to work properly. There we go, now it's working. So I can do some things on there, that's weird. But yes. And Coffee Man, thank you very much for the 3 stream streak, much appreciated. My wheel's gone really light again, I need to set it again. It's a very simple little fix I found. I just have to open up the Logitech G Hub and turn off the central spring. Well, at the bottom there, it's got centering spring in non-force feedback games. You just have to unselect it and select it again, and it gets the thing come back in, the little springiness in the middle. It's weird. Simple little things. There we go. But yes, that's something I need to do. Is obviously I've got these 3 fields to get harvested at some point. Obviously this is a grass field which needs to be cut. I'm trying to think, and I just went right past the one I want. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what I'll be doing. By the way, thank you, Johnny, for that T-Rex roar. Not sure if I'm going to be doing hay out of it or silage bales. There we go. But it is what it is. There we go. That's definitely got that going, so that's kind of good. But yes, that's all I have to set up here. Okay then, Coffee Man. Yeah, to be honest, I unfortunately do have to jump out myself. But yes, we're going to go over to the ending screen, and if everybody is done... Actually, I'm going to be naughty. Refresh Plinko. So if anybody does want to... One more chance... Exclamation mark Plinko in chat. I'm going to get there as well. Dang, Shawnee, you're on it, ain't you? Come on, everybody, go for it, go for it. Mr. T. Miller, come on, make sure that you're doing it as well. Plinko, Plinko, Plinko. And I can find someone to raid out to while you guys are doing that. Obviously. Oh. Somebody's in the zone, somebody's in the zone, doo-da, doo-da. Mr. Jers53 UK, let me get that added. See, I'm nice, I give you guys extra things. Exclamation mark Plinko, P-L-I-N-K-O, Coffee Man. Or exclamation mark fish. So basically copy what Dead Soul just put in chat. The Plinko. Bless you. Let's see who is out there in the world of Twitch. So, I do want to stick with the farm sim thing. Oh, dang it. I'm thinking Truckin' J as he's just gone live, to be honest. Kind of like watching Truckin' J. He can be kind of funny at times, you really can. But if you guys are all done there, we will go over to the ending screen and say a big huge thanks to all you guys for coming out today. Much appreciated. Obviously, Big Daddy, thank you very much for the resub. Much appreciated. Thank you for all the sound alerts, for all you guys for just coming out, to be honest. You guys are absolutely amazing. I know a few of you guys have posted stream streaks, so thank you for that. But yes, we are going to call it there for today. So for you guys over on YouTube, thanks for tuning in. Obviously, I will be back on Friday at 6 p.m. UK time, so GMT time. So you may have to do the adjustment in your own head. But yes, have a great one over on YouTube, and I'll